Sanwanani Dumelang Mulin Huyanant. Hello, it's the Words Prayer and we are back with another video. What are we doing today?
I came across this thread on Twitter. It seems like South African women are starting to get fed up of Nigerian men.
Yeah.
Because this one is losing it. But let's just check out this clip first.
Okay.
And then you tell me what you think about it.
Nigerian men.
You know, I'm sick and tired of hearing how Nigerian men are good. Because not like South Africa, we've got good men. Hell, they're probably even 10 times better than Nigerian men because most of them are living a legal life. All you Nigerian men do is you distribute some drugs when left South Africa, and the next thing you just keep planting your snakes inside our South African women. So you know what? I'm sick and tired of hearing Nigerians, because if you feel you're so good, then why don't you go back to your overpopulated country and be good to your own women there? So this is a message to all the Nigerian men. Fuck off!
Thoughts?
I think she's just really upset or tired, as she's saying, of hearing like, oh, Nigerian men are so great, Nigerian men are so great. And in the same breath, people are always like bringing down South African men.
For me, it's really rather refreshing to see that South African women are starting to defend South African men now.
Of course.
It's rather refreshing because in the past couple of years, all we've been seeing is the Cholofinas praising
South African men and things like that.
All we've been seeing is them praising Nigerians and then dragging South African men. So it's kind of nice to see how.
But like it always goes back to that. Let's be honest. Like it was always going to be like that. Like your own will always prefer your own in some way or another. Because it's not like South African women, and including the Jolofinas, don't really like South African men. It's just really the love of money, women and the love of money.
And that's what makes it bad, because there was another clip that I saw of a Nigerian and how he spoke about South African women, and basically he was speaking about South African women like they're prostitutes, like they're easy.
You stupid, you Xhosa people, I don't know how to call you stupid names that I've never even heard in my name. I am in your country, we are here, we're gonna take your ladies, we're gonna sleep with them, they are bitches, they are dirty, they smell so bad, we're gonna fuck them as we want, do whatever we want, and we're gonna leave them, those bullshit and stupid ladies that you have in your country. They're crime country, there is nothing here, you are in the desert, it's a wilderness.
And like you can't blame them because South African women are behaving like prostitutes to them.
So from all of this, right, there's also another clip I want to show you now. This lady is also defending South African men, but there's like common language that is used to describe Nigerians. I want to see if you're gonna pick it up in this next clip.
Yidle imali entshontshwa kuma account abantu uthule leyo ukuthi uthi South African men are useless, South African men are not men enough. Ungahlanyiswa imali yegazi bese ucabanga ukuthi bese uyinika ilungelo lokuzodelela abantu that make an honest living. Nijwayelana kabi nina amantombazana, hlala no oga wakho nidle imali yobugebengu, but don't be discrediting hard working men. So me personally, ayikho engicika njalo my Nigerian boyfriend bought me iPhone Pro Max, iPhone 14, something a South African will never. Ubungeke uthathe iphone uthule. Uyazi vele ukuthi lo ndoda yakho vele ingakuthengela ama iPhone every day ngoba iwumgundatshani iske nizoqhathanisa izigebengu ezebayo namadoda that wake up every day to go make an honest living. Mina nibuye niphape idla nje imali yama drugs, idla imali yomgunyathi, idla imali ye fraud, and don't speak about abanye abantu, idla imali nje uthule.
What are your thoughts?
I mean, fact. That's also another thing I wanted to say is like if people wouldn't be so angry right now if the Jolofinas just ate their money in peace, bruh, and just kept quiet. But it's this unnecessary comparison, like, oh, my Nigerian boyfriend did this for me, South African men are, useless, can't do whatever. And of which facts, like how she's saying, is the money you're chowing is illegal money. Or the majority, especially the ones that are always splurging and in the clubs and things like that, those people don't work a day in their lives but get involved in criminal activities and fraud all of those things to generate that money.
Again, it's really refreshing to hear South African women speak about us like this.
I mean, it's not like these women were not there, but it's like, it's a matter of like, oh, just keep quiet and just mind your own business, because then it's gonna be like you trying to trash them about them, and the thing is, then it's made xenophobic. But now it's gotten to a point where it's like, it's enough now.
Yeah. So in those two clips there, what was the common language used to describe Nigerians?
Criminals.
All you Nigerian men do is you distribute some drugs when left South Africa, and the next thing you just keep planting your snakes inside our South African women.
Idla nje imali yama-drugs, idla imali yomgunyathi, idla imali ye-fraud.
Like all the common words, like scammers, fraudsters, you know,
and I mean, people are not lying, let's be honest. And it's not like only in South Africa where Nigerians do this. And I feel like Nigerians have gone also to the point where they just don't care.
So I just want people to understand like the common perception of like the average Nigerian in South Africa, right? The average Nigerian in South Africa is perceived as a criminal, a fraudster, a scammer, and all these common words that they're used for. And these things don't come out of nowhere. It's stuff that people see every day in the streets. People have been defrauded by them, people have been scammed by them, all that kind of stuff like that. And then now when we call out these things, when we call out these things, it seems like we're xenophobic.
Jealous.
Yeah, it seems like we're jealous, or we're xenophobic, or you know, all these things that they keep calling us.
Yeah.
So I just wanted people to see what the perception is, but just to preface it by saying that these are the Nigerians that we generally come across in the streets and our day to day. It's not all of you guys that are like that. It's
obviously not all Nigerians. Let's be clear on that. There are good Nigerians there that come in the country and want to lead an honest living, get a job, come legally, and all of that. But we can't ignore that there's a large number of Nigerians that actually come with bad intentions, that come to sell drugs, and they don't care what it's doing to our youth and people and whatever. And I mean, you can't blame them because it's not their country. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's on our government. It's really not on them per se.
So I wanted to pose a question to like the Nigerians watching from Nigeria and some of them that are watching in South Africa. When you see these things happen, and when you see that there's like those few Nigerians ruining the reputation of all Nigerians all over the world and Nigerians in your country, like how do you feel? And do you usually try to do anything about it, or do you just like go on about your day?
Because what also kind of is like is because every time like we decide to address these behaviors, the Nigerians even in Nigeria will defend. Because if you notice, there's a huge difference with like Zim. You know, Zimbabweans, when you talk about bad about Zimbabwe, like, oh, this is what Zimbabweans are doing. The Zimbabweans in Zim will be like, no, that's bad. They'll call them out. Like, that's not how we behave here in Zim or whatever. They're just coming there to do things that are not right. But it's the total opposite in Nigeria. They'll defend like to the bone. I don't know if it's just
I think to them it feels like you're attacking them
instead of like people and not the behavior. And I think that's just where people just get it wrong. When you're calling out behavior, you're calling out the behavior. The behavior is wrong. Like, I don't know what is expected. Like, we're gonna sit here, we're gonna pretend like these things are not affecting us. You know what I'm saying?
I guess that's what they want us to do. They want us to pretend like
oh, it's okay.
It's okay.
So we are opening doors basically for everyone, everywhere, because they're forgetting that Nigerians are not the only foreigners in South Africa. Zimbabweans are not the only foreigners. We've got every kind of African in South Africa. And you don't hear us calling out Congolese. You don't hear us complaining about Kenyan. It's always, so that should tell you something. That should say something. If we're always crying about Nigerians, that should tell you something about Nigerians. And it's not just South Africa crying about Nigerians. A lot of countries around the world are crying about Nigerians and their crimes and their, fraud and all of that. We're not the only ones that are saying Nigerians are fraudsters.
I just want to get a conversation going in the comments because, whenever we talk about these things, like Nigerians come out in numbers and they want to talk.
Yeah, because
right?
I feel like
So
I feel like
just
they're
want
not really listening to what is being spoken about. It's more of like, oh, you're attacking us.
Yeah, so in this video, I'd like them to comment down below and tell us how they feel when they see these things.
Yeah.
And people calling Nigeria.
But I think the truth is they're gonna be like, yeah, well, good for them. Too bad for your girls. Your girls like money and what. I mean, you're not wrong.
Well, they've been
you know what I'm saying.
They've been saying that.
Yeah.
But maybe
yeah,
the more honest
Nigerians.
The
more honest people would actually want to take responsibility and actually.
But it's nice. It's nice to see South African women come out now and defend South African men. I really enjoy that. Whenever I see this content, I enjoy it. It puts a smile on my
refreshing.
Face,
It's refreshing.
And it should show that the Jolofinas should really be ashamed of themselves because they're not respected by South Africans and they definitely not respected.
And we don't
Nigerians
have this animosity towards Jolofinas because of Nigerians. We have that animosity because they're failing us as well. Like, or let me say, South African men.
That's what makes it bad. It's like, okay, cool, you get your Nigerians splurging on you.
Yeah.
And then why must you shit on niggas now?
Yeah.
Why must you shit on us?
Like you don't know our struggles. Like, come on.
Like actually, you should be helping us.
Yes.
You should be helping us now level up as well.
Oh.
But no, you wanna shit on niggas, you know. That's why Jolofinas are.
And then next thing, when the South African men can be up, like let's say South African men are up, then you'll see them coming back. You'll see them coming back. All of a sudden having great things to say.
But yeah, this whole situation for me is very nice to see sometimes, you know, like South African women defending us, you know, seeing that no, there's value in us, men, you know, there's we're just not out here being shat on by the Nigerians.
Yeah, there's definitely value, Shem.
And on top of that, like South African men don't get discouraged by criminals. Don't compete with criminals, you know. You do your thing, you hustle the way you hustle, and eventually life will come through for you and you'll be good, you know. You don't have to compete with criminals to show that you're valuable in some way.
If she wants expensive things that you can't afford and she's making your life difficult,
let it be.
Just tell her, I'm Nigeria.
Oh my god, bro. Oh hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Anyways, you guys let us know what you think about this whole situation.
Yeah, let us know.
Don't forget to like, subscribe,
and keep watching. Bye.
We'll check you guys in the next one.